Now, from the demi-monde of unreliable rencontours and rascals, we give you Russ El Pepe DesAulnier.
Dancing. Hey, it's really good to see you all tonight. Thanks for coming down. Isn't it great that we're doing this for Greenhill, for the dogs and cats? It's so good. How many of you were dog owners? Quite a few. I have a beautiful little blind poodle that takes me for walks, keeps me company while the wife is at work. Hey, if it wasn't for the dog, I'd be a desperate house husband. But she is high maintenance, what with the grooming, vet bills. Hey, vet bills, now we're talking some serious money there. Forget me, I want a public option for my dog. You ought to see my vet's fancy office. Call it the house my dog built. You think he'd at least give me a key. Yeah. Anyway, have you ever noticed, it's funny how when you get upset with your dog, you know how the tail goes down between its legs? Yeah? It's kind of like losing the mood when the wife chooses bedtime to pick a bone with you. We all talk to our dogs, don't we, huh? Imagine if they could talk back. Better yet, imagine if they ran Homeland Security, like the airport check-through. You can see the German Shepherd now in his little official uniform trotting up to you.
Sir, your ID checks out, sir. But the law still requires me to sniff your butt.
People are no less predictable than dogs, actually, particularly with friends. I have a friend, for example, he's totally infatuated with Sarah Palin. I blame his hearing aid. But he's also got the hots for her. And he's been going on about her so much lately. It's unnatural. And I told him to search the internet for a lookalike dummy. You betcha. Don't you just get tired of friends that always have to use vulgarity as if that made their ideas more important and them more interesting? Yeah? Like, who gives a fuck? My Jewish friends tell me I got borscht in my blood. That ain't it at all. Just that I've been boozing so many years, I got a chopped liver. Changing the subject a little bit here. Hey, folks, I finally got to the bottom of the story on Glenn Beck. Yeah, I didn't have to dig too deep. It turns out that in childhood he was damaged when he didn't find a prize in his Cracker Jacks. It's true. But now we got the new therapy, huh? Facebook. You can imagine you're loved and popular even when your life's an empty book. Now, what's all this about Twitter anyway? I mean, I know that brevity is the soul of wit, but aren't most tweets the soul of twit? Yeah, the world is changing really rapidly, and I didn't realize how much until recently. I went to my 50th high school class reunion. I met some old ladies there that said we dated. That night I had a wet dream. I sobbed until 3 in the morning. Look, I only went to the reunion to take a glimpse back, not to see my whole life in front of me. Besides, it was kind of boring. Not too many people were upbeat or engaging, except those with facelifts and trophy wives. Yeah, age does some weird shit to you, It's like when your wife looks at you and you think she's got something in her eye. She winks at you and you think she's got something in her eye, and you were right. I didn't think at this age I was going to get to travel so much. 5 times a night to the bathroom. Pretty soon I got 30 years of marriage. I think a short trip to Paris would be nice, but I got to find a willing babe. Thank you very much.